Morning, Tracy and
Hi.
Greg Gillies here on our morning walk talk, and today we want to talk to you about a topic which is extremely important and we believe most people don't really understand or are a bit confused about, and that is how to access your higher self, your authentic self, your inner guidance, your intuition, whatever you want to call it, but we're going to call it your higher self. It all begins and it starts from your heart space. So you need to live in your heart to be able to access your higher self. But it's also really important that you understand that we are multi-dimensional beings. And I want to talk to you, or we want to talk to you about 3 of those dimensions. So the first one is the 3rd dimensional energy. And the 3rd dimension is where everything physical resides. So your physical body, cars, buildings, trees, you name it, anything that you can see and touch resides in the 3rd dimension. And then the 4th dimension is more of our mind space and where all of our thoughts reside and where frequencies and radio frequencies, and we know that it's there, we know that our thoughts have frequency and energy, and we know that there's other frequencies in the air, but we can't see it. And then the really important one, and the one that we all want to get to, which helps us access our higher self, and that is the 5th dimensional energy. And in the 5th dimensional energy, it is known as the collective consciousness. And this is where we are all energetically connected. So maybe you've got a friend or a partner or someone, or even your children, when they do something or they say something and you're like, oh my goodness, I knew you were going to say that. It's like you're interconnected. It's like you truly know them. So that is when you're energetically connected from the 5th dimensional energy. The goal is to move from the 4th dimension, where we are stuck in our heads and our thoughts, and it's actually the 4th dimension is where all negative energy resides.
It's also the level of ego. So just to say a few other things. So the 3rd dimension, we're very separate and everything's physical. And the 4th dimension is the level of mind, thought resides, and it's a lower frequency. And then as Greg said,
Sorry about that.
sorry, so and then the level of our higher self is the 5th dimensional level, and this is in line with our heart space. And from this level and up is actually our soul aspect of ourselves. And so the easiest way to access this, Greg and I were talking about this before, is the gateway is actually through our body, through our physical, to get to this, to get to our heart space. And it's just about coming back and being fully present and really connecting in to clearing our mind and just, how would you say that you connect with that?
Living your truth.
But
Yeah.
how to connect with that truth is just through clearing that space, getting out of your thoughts, out of your mind, reconnecting with your heart. So meditation, yes, is a really great way to do this because that's clearing your mind and coming into your heart space. I know some people really struggle with this and find this hard to sit quietly with themselves. Another way to do it is just to be fully present. Have that cup of coffee and just sit and enjoy the cup of coffee. When you're looking at nature and just in the beauty of the day, we're really fully connecting from our heart space. And even children, that's kind of the gift that they bring. They actually pull us back into present. You know, when like if you're being distracted and they want your attention, and so they only live from this place. They don't know, they're not caught up in their mind like we are yet. So they actually are trying to draw you back into that present moment. And this is a way we connect with our truth. From this place, there's only love, there's no fear. It's about really stepping in and embracing this place and just trying to come back here as much as you can to reconnect with yourself.
So Tracy actually specializes in enabling people to release what's holding, well, we both do actually, to release what's holding them and trapping them in that 4th dimensional space where we're just constantly in our heads and we're frustrated and we're stuck, and it causes anxiety and depression, and you just feel like it doesn't matter what you do, nothing's good enough. So we help people release themselves from that space, and we release the past that's holding them in that space so that they can move into the 5th dimension. And we can tell you from experience, when you move into that 5th dimension and you're living your divinity, your entire world, your entire life starts to evolve, starts to become amazing. It's more effortless. You don't have to push. You don't need the willpower. We would love to talk to you and share to you more about how we've done this and how we help other people do this. We believe it is one of the most important things that people can do for themselves in this world where mental health and stress and struggles are just, it's an epidemic. And we want to help change people so they can be better for themselves, better for their family, better for their children. I'm going to drop some links below to Tracy and my sites for men and women, and we would love to talk to you if you want to learn more about how you can get out of your head, get into your heart, and access your higher self. So have an amazing day. Thank you for joining in, and we look forward to sharing our next morning walk talk. Cheers.